Day 1, the 5th of September 2019 of the Teacher Leaders Programme. We were introduced to this acronym: V, volatility; U, uncertainty; C, complexity; A, ambiguity. And so I began to think, in a world described as this, what kind of leader do I want to be? Hi, I'm Joanne Granger, or simply Jo to most. I'm nearing the end of my 5th year at Discovery College, and my 15th year as an educator with ESF. Today it is with great pleasure that I present to you my leadership journey. For the purposes of today, I will focus on the recent past as well as some aspirations for the future. And in the words of the Discovery College vision statement, I'll be sharing what I have discovered about myself as a leader, how I have grown as a leader, and my dreams for the future. Let's begin with values, as I'll refer to these a lot. Through the program, I have developed increased self-awareness and clarity of my core values and how these transcend into my leadership choices and actions. These include community in its broadest sense and the relationships within these, inclusion and equity, sustainability, kindness, and collective well-being. Through this program, I have redefined my understandings of leadership. This includes a deeper understanding of the different levels of leadership. And this year in particular, I've worn many hats and grasped opportunities to take on a variety of leadership roles. At the micro level, this includes my roles as learning diversity teacher, Year 4 class teacher, and Year 4 team member. At the meso level, this has included my involvement with the ESF Special Needs Action Group, the DC LDT teams and Visible Wellbeing teams, as well as the DC Primary Green Cobras community engagement. At the macro level, I have sought and continue to seek ways to transform our culture and educational practices in line with my personal values and pedagogy, including the Inclusive Education Tools and Forest Schools innovation projects. Lots of hats. So what? I like to share some of the why, how, and what of my leadership skills to these roles. Why? The sense of wonder ignited my desire to teach, and the overarching message continues to inspire the choices that I make today. I want my actions to enable the individuals that I work with to develop themselves and be compassionate, responsible citizens that feel empowered to make a difference. How? Utilizing both my natural and adaptive behavior styles, such as my strong relational skills, positivity, compliance for high standards, and overall steadiness has supported success with these roles. Research and data-informed learning sprints have guided how my leadership within these roles has evolved over the last few years. Making visible and role modeling my intentions and values has been key. What? Since joining DC, one of my aims has been the increased agency of LDT students within their learning support programs through the co-construction of IEP SMART targets alongside student participation in LDT teacher and parent meetings. Action and advocacy is a core part of who I am, and when I have coordinated and facilitated student-driven action projects as well as community events, I feel I can most flourish. Sharing a practice within school, ESF, and the wider community has been a priority for me and has taken a variety of forms. Making ideas or projects happen this year, given the exceptional disruptions that we have all experienced, has clearly been a challenge. For me, this has meant delays with inclusion and sustainability-based initiatives. I feel that I have adopted a flexible outlook regarding the changing timelines of these, and instead have focused on what has been in my control, building upon my core values. Focusing on community and supporting those in need during this period, as well as prioritizing and adapting well-being and inclusion practices to ensure the continued sense of belonging and high-quality learning engagements for the students within my care. As highlighted in my DISC profile, confrontational situations can fill me with angst and dread. Our day with Jennifer Abrams was hugely helpful in reframing and managing these. Knowing when these conversations are necessary and drawing upon my strength of courage and having clarity of my core values has helped ensure success with what I now view as growth-producing conversations with both parents and colleagues this year. In her TED Talk, How I Became a Localist, Deborah Fries presents her radical theory of change. She defines 4 key roles: the trailblazers or walkouts, hospice workers, illuminators, and protectors. I can identify myself with all these roles context dependent, and now that I have a clearer understanding of my values, passions, and vision, I have become more intentional in my practice through choosing the congruent behaviors and roles for the outcomes I want to achieve. Alongside this, I have developed greater awareness of how others operate in a team, and so feel more confident to manage challenges should they arise. So to end with today, I will continue to embrace new opportunities in this fast-changing world with vision, a keenness to understand its complexities and different perspectives, courage to speak up for what I feel is important, and increased adaptivity.